America stands with you. That's the message from U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry to France. He was in Paris in a show of unity and solidarity after last week's terror attacks. CCTV's Kate Parkinson reports.
U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry said he wanted to share a big hug with Paris, and that is exactly what he did when he warmly embraced French President Francois Hollande. Kerry expressed America's solidarity with the French people and congratulated Hollande for his government's handling of last week's deadly attacks.
But the American people watched you and your team, and indeed all of the government, lead with great elegance and grace in this week during this difficult time. And we watched the people of France come together with a great sense of purpose and unity. It was a great lesson to the world, I think. And once again, France, through its commitment to freedom and to the passion of ideas, has made an important statement to the world. So really, our hearts are with you, and it's a pleasure to be able to be here and share these thoughts with you on a personal basis.
Kerry then paid his respects to the victims of last week's attacks, laying wreaths to honour the dead at the office of Charlie Hebdo, where 12 people were killed, and at the kosher supermarket, where 4 people were killed. Kerry's visit came amid lingering criticism of the Obama administration's failure to send a senior official to Paris for last Sunday's Unity March that attracted some 40 world leaders and more than 1 million demonstrators.
He wanted to come today especially to reiterate, especially because there was this little controversy. He wanted to reiterate what's obvious, that the Americans are by our side in the fight against terrorism.
Underlying the message of Franco-American friendship, Kerry arranged for American musician James Taylor to sing his version of the 1970s hit You've Got a Friend at Paris City Hall. If anyone is in a position to erase an impression of American indifference to France, it is John Kerry. He's a Francophile, he speaks French, and he has already made 18 previous visits to the French capital as Secretary of State. And it does seem that his visit worked. The French President Francois Hollande likened last week's events to the September 11 attacks on America in 2001. And the US Secretary of State John Kerry said that the American people share France's pain. Kate Parkinson, CCTV, Paris.